Hey, what's up everyone? This is PHAEDRU'S. I know it's been a while since my last video. I'll try and get on a lot more. I haven't really had the opportunity, but hope people are actually still watching this. It's incredibly fucking hot outside today, hence why I'm wearing my white leather jacket as opposed to my black one. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the abilities you have in Halo Reach's multiplayer, the power-ups, the sprint, the jetpack, all that kind of stuff, and my opinions on them and how you can use them to your advantage. So let's just get right into that. I have no particular order for this. I'm going to start off with obviously sprint. Sprint is probably one of the best abilities you can have. Sprint, it's all about mobility. You can get to places faster. You're in a tight bind, you can run away. Sprint is quite useful. It's pretty straightforward. There's if you need to cross a certain place, just run and jump. It can surprise the hell out of some people. A good place for that is on countdown. Coming out of the lifts, you can sprint across and jump onto the platform with the 2 frag grenades in front of the health kit by the 3 lifts exits. Not many people expect that. Of course, if they're using radar, it's not really going to fucking matter. On the subject of radar, moving on to invisibility, which is without shadow of doubt my favorite to use. My reasoning for that is a lot of kids use their radar. It's the same thing in Black Ops. I don't agree with the fact that when you fire, kids can fucking see you. Like, how many fucking soldiers wander around with a contact lens where in their upper fucking left-hand corner they see where enemies are? It's unrealistic, which is why I prefer Halo Reach. If kids start using fucking radar to find out where I am, I'm gonna start... Okay. Neighbors were yelling. I'm going to start using Invis to jam their radar. Another thing radar I hate with it is when kids use it to camp. How many times have you had a kid camp a lift with a shotgun or a sword because they stay still on their radar and your motion tracker doesn't show them as being there because they're not moving? It's only ever set off by gunfire or actual movement. So invisibility is great. Don't fuck up with it though, because it does scramble your own radar, and they're starting to make it scramble your team's radar in certain game types. I believe Team Slayer is the only one wherein it doesn't. I think it does in Squad Slayer, and I believe it does now in Big Team. I don't think it does in Invasion, which is pretty fucking irritating, but if you're playing as the elites, I understand why it wouldn't. If you're going to do Invis, don't camp in obvious-ass fucking places. If you're going to camp the lift room, which I don't agree with, mind you, that's a bitch move. If you're going to camp the lift room in Sword Base, don't fucking sit in front of the lift with Invis. They're going to throw a grenade up and fuck your ass up. Armor Lock can take care of that, and I'll touch on that in a few. If you're going to camp, one of the best places I found camping was outside the lift room, facing the door, or outside the lift room the other way on the bridge. Go invis, they're going to go crazy, because not many people head towards the bridge. They're going to think you're on the other side. So as soon as they come out, they're going to turn left. You're on the bridge, which is on the right, and you can assassinate them. Assassinations are my thing. It's what I do. Yesterday, I hit my 1500th assassination. It is my 3rd best commendation in matchmaking, the others being close quarters, obviously, and Jack of all trades, which is the other 2 are Onyx. I hit Gold Rear Admiral at Brigadier rank 2. Basically, yeah, don't be an idiot with Invis. I like sniping kids with Invis because I can see them. Be very careful with it, though. If you stand perfectly still, they can still see your outline. From a distance, you're almost invisible. But if you're up against a wall with Invis, I can put a bullet in your fucking head because you may not think so. I can see your shadow on the wall. Going on, I'm going to move on right now to Hologram. Hologram is fantastic. I used to use it all the time. There should be a medal for having an idiot bite your hologram, because I can't count how many times. I don't like camping lift rooms, I hate it, but if a kid does it, I'll fucking do it to his team and then bag his ass like a fucking Christmas present. And I love sitting in sword base lift, and the lift is here, and you're gonna camp on the left side. The left side is opposite of the door. The door is on the right side over here. And what you do is, if you see someone, send your hologram out towards the door. And when this dumbass sees it on his motion tracker, if you're using a radar match, he'll bite that shit. Sometimes they come up backwards and hit you, but if he sees it, he'll run up right behind it, giving you a perfect opportunity to go for an assassination. It's quite useful. It's great for people wasting their ammo. If you've got some kid, you know, he's got a grenade launcher or something, or rockets, send out the hologram and have him at least waste one. Rockets can do a lot of damage. I've seen a bunch of people I know get overkills off them. Yeah, they're pretty fucking dangerous. Moving on, another one I'm going to talk about is the bubble shield. Bubble shield, pretty straightforward, heals you. You can use it to block off enemies. If you've got a shotgun and a bubble shield, it's probably the best combo, because only an idiot would charge you. Unless, of course, they've got armor lock or a plasma grenade, or both, in which case they're fine. Not much I have to say about that. It does heal you, by the way, if you didn't know that. Bubble shield will heal you if you're in it for a certain amount of time. So it's pretty useful on lasso missions, if you can get a hold of one. If you don't want to go up and bunt an enemy, you can just drop a bubble shield and heal yourself. It's pretty fucking useful. Evade is another one. Very straightforward, very useful. I've seen people get a few headshots off evade and the like, but it's somewhat difficult. Evade, like I said, very, very useful. Try not to evade up a cliff and off the map. It is a common mistake people would make in zombies, and it is funny as hell. Another good one, okay, here's a very quote-unquote controversial one, is, that was a fucking bee, is armor lock. Now, what armor lock does is you do this little Hulk smash on the ground, and it protects you from all damage. Now, people bitch about it, but let me tell you something. If you're smart, it's useless. If you're sitting there with a grenade launcher or a sniper or something, and a kid is armor locking, do yourself a favor and don't go up and bunt him. Stay the fuck away, and he's a sitting duck. Throw grenades at him and force him to keep an armor lock so he doesn't come out of it prematurely, hit you, then lock again once he's one shot. Stay away from him and chuck fucking grenades at him. And when he comes out of it, he's useless because he has no power up. So that's pretty damn useful. People bitch about it all the time, and I understand why. It's not overpowered, it's just fucking retarded. I hate going to bunt someone, they armor lock, they just click the button, as soon as they come out of it, it discharges an EMP and they bunt you in the face. Armor lock also puts you in third person view. So if someone's behind you, and you know it, you armor lock, they try and bunt you or hit you with a sword, you come out of it. If you position the camera looking behind you, you will come out of it facing that way, and you can bunt them in the face once the EMP is discharged. Now, personally, I believe armor lock should not discharge an EMP unless it is held for a certain amount of time, because that's just bullshit and people are using it to get free fucking kills. Second, I believe armor lock should be breakable. If you hit it with a vehicle, or if you hit it with 2 rockets, or if it sustains enough damage, it should break. Plain and simple. I hate fucking kids coming up to me and fucking throwing a plasma grenade in my face, then locking. You know, it's one thing to plasma someone and get away with it, from long range even. It's another thing to once use it as a fucking free kill thing. If they plasma you in the face, that plasma should break the armor lock. Like, they took out armor lock from the arena, and I understand. It's annoying to fight 4 people that use it. But if you're gonna take out armor lock, take out the fucking rockets. And take out the fucking jetpack. I haven't played arena in a while. I don't know if jetpack is still part of it, but there's nothing more irritating than these death from above motherfuckers in Reflection who jetpack with rockets and try and blast you all while you're on the ground. You got no chance. You're not going to win. They got the high ground. You have no mobility unless you have evade. You're not going to fucking win. So armor lock was a good defense against that. I don't understand why they would take out the sword and leave the rockets. That's fucking irritating. I also think if you hit them with a grenade launcher point blank, you should be able to break armor lock. Actually, grenade launcher is useful for armor lock, because if you can bounce it up into them right when they armor lock and hold the trigger and cook the grenade, as soon as they come out of it, you can blow them. It's very useful. So armor lock is, people are sitting ducks if you're smart about it. If not, it's just a noob weapon, I would call it. I mean, if you're dumb enough for someone to armor lock and you run right up behind them thinking you're gonna get an assassination, yeah, by all means, you fucking deserve to get hit. You deserve to get right fucked, because you're stupid enough to get close to it given what it does. But aside from that, it's pretty useful. It is irritating, however, when some kid locks and his fucking teammates come and kill you. Next one I'm gonna touch on, if I have this right, I believe is the last one I haven't spoken about, is jetpack. Now, how many of you have ever noticed that when an entire other team uses a jetpack, your team is fucked? You ever notice that? Every time 4 guys on the other team pick up a jetpack, doesn't matter how good you are, your entire team is fucked. I have issues with that. Jetpack, people can use it to get to certain locations you can't quicker. You know, you can pick up rockets, you can do this death from above bullshit. Jetpack does take some skill, I'll give you that much. It does take some skill to use, but there's a few issues I have with it. People with swords and jetpack. I hate having a kid jetpack over me, see me pull out the sword, and lunge. And they lunge downwards. What the fuck? Alright? How are you lunging midair? When you lunge on the ground, you're kicking off. Like, I hate that shit most of all. If someone's got a jetpack, really all you need is the needler and you can blow them out of the fucking sky, because they're out in the open, they can't move fast enough to get away from the tracking. That's all good. You can drop them. Now, on the subject of the sword, I just thought I'd probably mention this. That mid-air lunging bullshit is really starting to piss me off. I can't stress it enough how many times I've had a kid on, let's say, reflection. He jetpacks up shotgun side, not going up the stairs, up by the lift. He jetpacks up, he's got the sword, sees me, lunges straight forward at me, and lands on the platform. How are you, once again, Bungie, how are people lunging mid-air? When you lunge, you're kicking off the ground forward. Same thing is with bunts. How the fuck are you lunging mid-air? That's really starting to piss me off. And don't give me this bullshit, oh, it's just a game, it's not real. Fuck off. That's the kind of bullshit that people say when they do it. Like, some dick sucker on my team yoinks at one of my assassinations. I lose all shit. And they're like, oh, don't be such a dick, it's just a game, bitch. I'm like, oh, okay, bitch, let's see how you like this. So what I do, by the way, if anyone yoinks your assassination, here's something really fun to do. If they just got in a DMR duel and they're hiding to have their shields regenerate or something, bunt them in the face. If it's within 2 seconds of them being shot by the enemy, if you bunt them in the face and kill them, it'll credit the enemy with the kill, and you don't get a betrayal. I had a kid try and yoink my assassination on one of the dailies. It came from behind, it's called, where you have to get 3 assassinations in a match. Some kid tried to yoink my last one. It didn't work, I got him. But he's tried to yoink it and just stared at me, so I walked right up to him, because he was under fire. The guy on the other team was trying to save his friend by killing me, and the way this guy was standing when he was trying to yoink it, he actually took the bullets for me. And he bit it, man. He fucking bit that shit. And he took the shots for me. So I sprinted right up to him and bunted him in the face and started teabagging him, my own teammate. Why? Same thing applies for grenades. If you throw a bad grenade after you kill an enemy and it kills you, they get credited with a kill beyond the grave. Because you were under fire. It was basically an assisted suicide. So they obviously get credited with it. So that's a pretty little neat bit of information. Someone starts pissing you off, honestly, feel fucking free to beat these kids in the face while they're in the middle of a fight. Because you will not get a betrayal. And if you do, then you took too fucking long to act. So that being said, use your power-ups wisely. You know, like I said, don't camp in obvious spots with invis. Invis, I mean, I don't like campers. If you want to camp, go the fuck back to COD, but what the fuck are you going to do with invis? Run around with it? Nah, it's meant to fuck with people, I guarantee you. So don't be a dumbass with it. Use your fucking brains. And jetpack motherfuckers, stop getting fucking camping in places we can't reach with a sniper rifle. It's really starting to irritate me, although I do it. And yeah. So, in short and sweet, this is DBD PHAEDRU'S. Hopefully going to come out with another video quite soon. Might work on another one today. But until I actually have an idea what to bitch about next time, because this is the fucking internet.